and welcome to Merryweather Knitting. My name is Gabriella and I'm coming to you from my home in Germany, where I'm so excited to chat with you today about knitting and crafting and all that I've been making this week. Today I have some sewing to share with you as well as some knitting, and I'm just so thrilled about my projects. I can't wait to show you all that I've been up to. I'd love to hear what you're up to, what you're making, and what you're inspired by lately in the comments below. I have been really kind of under the weather the last week or so. It's been, first my husband had a cold, and then I got the cold, and then Esmeralda, our daughter, got sick, which was just, yeah. So it's been like a week of us being kind of out of commission, and you can maybe hear that in my voice. I don't know if you will still be able to tell, but if you can tell, and if I seem a little bit ill in any way, then I apologize. Please bear with me. But I just wanted to sit and chat with you. I'm also in a new location. I don't usually sit here when I record videos, but today I just wanted to sit on the couch. I was not in the mood to sit on a chair. I wanted to sit on the couch. I am now close to the end of my pregnancy. Just a few more weeks left before we're going to be welcoming our second little baby into our home. And so I'm feeling kind of like just chill, a little bit slower than usual. I'm taking it easy. And so I decided I'd just sit on the couch and talk to you today. And so yeah, welcome to another corner of my living room. It's the same room, but a different corner. I am drinking a cup of red raspberry leaf tea, which is delicious, in one of my very favorite teacups, which I've shown often on this podcast. Here it is. You can see there's like a little lady and her lover who is serenading her with a guitar. I think it's very sweet. I always think of Nick and myself when I see this, because Nick is a musician, and so he often serenades me with his guitar, and I love that. But anyway, I'll get to the knitting first. I think I'll share with you my knitting projects, and then I'll share with you some sewing. And it's been an interesting time for me because, yeah, I feel like when we are like not feeling that well, I don't end up doing as much crafting or knitting as I'd want to, but I love grabbing comfort projects and just knitting a few stitches here and there. I think it's so relaxing. I think that's something I love about handcrafts and knitting in particular. Knitting is my thing, but I know crocheting is probably similar. It's just like being able to pick it up and just spend some time moving my hands and following a pattern. In times like that, I feel like comfort, really kind of mindless projects are just needed and desired by me. I just need them. I need to have something that I can just see grow a little bit, and ideally projects that also are made or knit out of yarn that is a little bit of a heavier gauge, or socks. Socks also work, but I haven't been in the hugest sock mood lately, so it's been mostly like a little bit chunkier projects. And so the last couple of weeks I just knit and completed this little baby sweater. I mean, it's not completely finished. The ends are not yet woven in, and I still need to knit the little tie bands, but I finished the whole cardigan for this sweet baby cardigan. I think I shared it last time. I don't know. I think I cast it on already in the last episode. It's just this little baby cardigan. It's called the Merryweather Wrap cardigan, I think. It's originally a German pattern, but it was translated to English, and I used the English translation. And yeah, I'm very happy with the little wrap cardigan. I think it's so cute. I knit the smallest size for a little baby because I just thought, she's going to be born in the summertime, but it might be that she needs a little sweater. Babies get cold, and I think a little beautiful woolen sweater is just the perfect thing for a tiny baby. And it seems like it's not super small. I tend to knit at a bit of a looser gauge, I've found. I don't know if it's new or not, but last few months I've recognized that my gauge tends to be a little bit looser than often a called for gauge, and I need to go down a needle size for it to really fit, or sometimes even 2 needle sizes. And so I think it could be that this fits her also into the autumn. And I also have this week been going through all of our baby clothes and just sorting through them, washing them, and kind of preparing a little basket full of newborn baby clothes for our baby when she arrives. And it's crazy to see how tiny these little outfits are. The little pairs of pants and the little tops and the little onesies, they're just so small. It's so hard for me to believe that a little person is going to be wearing them soon, but I know it's coming. And seeing those little pieces in this, I think that this will fit kind of like maybe 0 to 3 month size. I'm not sure. Kind of depends on her because every baby's also different. And our first daughter, Esmeralda, was a big baby. She was like 4 kilos. So she, a little bit over 4 kilos actually. So she, maybe like close to 9 pounds, I think, around like almost 9 pounds. And I'm not sure exactly. I'm really bad with details like that, but I remember other things. Sometimes I feel like it's so funny. I know that some mothers are so good at remembering like all the details, like numbers, days, all that kinds of things. And that's just, I'm not that good at that, but I remember other things. Like I know exactly what she likes, and I know, kind of more other different, I don't know how to describe it, but not the number things. Like I just don't remember those numbers, but I remember how she looked, and I remember what she would want and what would comfort her and stuff when she was a baby. But I digress. All that to say, it could be that this baby's big, could be that she's small. There's no way to know until she arrives, because even when they try to like measure the baby and stuff, you can never really know until the baby comes. So either it's going to fit her short time or a long time. It doesn't matter. I'm excited for her to wear it. And I think it's just going to be wonderful. I'm so excited. This project has been kind of like a real realization of the fact that we are bringing in another little being into this family and into this world. It's been kind of abstract for me the first few months of my pregnancy, although like I have been physically facing the changes, but it's just been it's kind of still abstract. Like I don't really think about it and realize it until very recently, the last few weeks. It's become so real to me. And I've been bonding with her in my belly along the way, but it's just now all of a sudden I feel like I'm really ready. I'm getting ready for her to come. I'm not quite ready, and I shouldn't be yet because it's still too early, but I feel like I've just kind of really been recognizing the fact that, wow, this is really happening. And this project has been amazing in that process, just because it feels like I've been knitting it for her, and I've been thinking about her and putting it on her and her wearing it and thinking about, who is she? Who is this little person? Kind of like trying to kind of talk to her and say like, who are you? What do you like? what are the things that are going to make you, laugh, and what are the things that you aren't going to like? I'm just excited to meet her. I'm so excited to meet her. And I already feel like I start to get a sense of her essence, if that makes sense. I feel like I start to feel kind of like an essence of who she is already, just through her movements and through kind of our relationship as she grows in my belly. And I'm just so excited to meet her. And so this has been a wonderful project to just intentionally spend some time with her. The yarn with which this is knit out of has been so incredibly, made the project all the more special and wonderful and just enriched the process. This is knit out of November Woods Fiber Co. yarn, which is lovely, lovely yarn from New England in the United States, dyed by my friend Alexandra of the November Woods Fiber Co. podcast, or the November Woods podcast, and she naturally and botanically dyes all of her yarn in the most beautiful, subtle, gentle colorways. They're just gorgeous. I mean, she also has a few very robust colorways, and there's just a range of beautiful colorways that she dyes. And she had graciously gifted this skein of yarn to me when I think when she first had opened her shop. And I had been waiting for the perfect project for this skein. I had so many different ideas for it, but I just saw the colorway and I really wanted to use it for this project. And I'm so glad that I did. It's just absolutely breathtaking to knit with, and it made the process so all the more special because it feels like a really personal, special yarn. And the colorway is called Eucalyptus, and the base is the elm base, which is kind of a DK weight base, but it's a heavy DK. It's really lovely and bouncy, and really it's a rustic yarn in the sense that it is non-superwash wool, 100% wool, but it is not scratchy in any way. Like, I knit it for a newborn baby and I know this is going to be perfect for her. She's going to wear something underneath, but I even feel like on the skin this is really nice. It's not even like I could wear it next to skin. I feel like many people could wear this next to skin, even if you're kind of sensitive. I feel like it's a really soft, it's still soft, even if it's not scratchy at all, is what I'm trying to say. Just really bouncy and lovely and just delicious. It's just very, very rich. This base, this elm base. But the colorway eucalyptus is also just so gorgeous and subtle and natural and just wonderful. So I'm so excited about this sweater, and I have a little bit left of this colorway, but I was nervous that I wouldn't have enough for the whole sweater, and I didn't want to have one arm like short with the color, so I switched colorways, and I did not do it exact. I did not count my rows. I didn't hardly even measure. I kind of just went intuitively and knit the sweater, and you can even tell. I will show you in a second how, but I'm sorry I'm talking so long about this tiny sweater, but I guess I have a lot to say about it. I didn't even know I had this much to say about this until I started chatting with you about it. So yeah, but I knit, and then I took this is just a little bit of leftover scrap non-superwash natural 100% wool yarn. I don't remember where from. It could be Cascade or something, but it's a non-superwash yarn as well and undyed. And so it's just this little bit of undyed yarn that I put on the cuffs, and then I'm going to knit the little, or not knit, I'm going to make the little bands, the little tie bands for the wrap here, and then on the inside, of course. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure, but I might do them like half this colorway to make that little contrast, and so it kind of like balances it out. I've also thought about, you know, if I want her to continue to wear this sweater, which I think I might, you know, it might be that when she grows out of it, or if she grows out of it really quickly, I just want to get some more wear out of it. I could theoretically extend the cuff a little bit, and then also extend the body a little bit. I don't have that much of this undyed yarn, but I think I would have enough to extend it a bit, so when the time comes I could do that, and I think that would be also really cute to kind of just get some more wear out of it. But either way, I'm really excited about this project, and I can't wait for her to wear it. And okay, so you see, this is knit in the flat, this project, and then seamed together, so I seamed it up already, but I made a little bit of mistakes, because like look right here, I kind of picked up the stitches too close to each other, so it's a little bit of like, there's this like bubble, which I considered going back, but I didn't care because I'm going to just block it and just stretch out that point a little bit. It's very stretchy and bouncy, it's going to be fine, and I think you won't even notice it. And then I also, I also kind of joined the yarn on different sides, so you can see this, there's a little line here, and there's no little line on this one, and this one's a little shorter than this one because it's actually, I think they're the same length, but I waited a little bit longer here to switch colors, so those are the little imperfections, little handmade touches, which I love and which I will not be going back to change or fix, because there's nothing to fix, there's no problem. I think it's just adorable. So yeah, this is my Merryweather wrap cardigan for the baby who's coming, the baby who's going to be coming to join our family soon, and I'm so excited about it. I love it. I can't wait to make those little wraps. I tried to do these little braids for the wrap, for the little ties, but I'm gonna do a different method. I'm not gonna do an I-cord. There's a suggested method in the pattern, and I think I'm just gonna do that method, and it's gonna turn out wonderfully. I can't wait. So that's my little wrap cardigan, and yeah, I'm so excited about it. The next knitting project I will show you, oh my word, I don't even have that much knitting here. I feel like I'm missing a project. I kind of just threw everything on the couch and just said, I'll just chat for a little while about knitting, but I feel like I'm missing a project. Doesn't matter, who cares? I'm gonna show you what I have. So I haven't made that much progress on my ballet wrap cardigan, or my ballerina wrap cardigan. It's Wrap City here. There's so many wrap things going on right now. It's a little bit crazy, but I'm going to show you. So I finished this I-cord for my ballerina wrap cardigan, or ballerina wrap top. It's actually a top pattern, but I'm knitting it to be a little cardigan for myself. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to be joining this I-cord to the body, and then I think it's the I-cord edge. And I was not sure. I think what kind of blocked me from knitting on this project was that I wasn't sure, and I'm still honestly not sure what I want from it. If I want to make it an I-cord edge, or if I want to knit an alternative edge, a little bit of ribbing or something, or maybe just even a couple of garter rows to keep it flat, because I've heard people say that it rolls up. So I would love to hear your thoughts on that. If you think it's worth the risk, what you think about it. I don't know how I like or how I feel about kind of rolled up hems on cardigans, especially wrapped cardigans. I don't know if I like that. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe just do the I-cord edge and then add a little bit at the bottom, a little bit of ribbing underneath if possible. Like pick up stitches and do that. But I think I'm just gonna move forward in the pattern because I really want to have this finished. You know, it's not necessarily like I need it now because the weather is getting warmer and warmer here. It's obviously, we're going into summertime, so it's not like I really need a sweater right now, but I think it's such a nice piece, and it would be a really nice transitional piece because I'm planning on knitting like 3/4 length sleeves. So yeah, I do want to make progress on this, but let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Should I knit a little ribbed edge, bottom edge, or should I just leave it at the I-cord? I'm not so sure, but that's all I have to share with you with this project, my little Ballerina Wrap top. I love it. I really am excited about it, but it's also been something that's just been sitting, and that's not such a big deal. I feel like I might need to cast, I'm definitely going to cast something on really soon because I feel like I definitely need another project on the needles, but sometimes I just feel like, oh, I don't really feel like knitting on that, and then I need something new and something fresh, something different. And right now I feel that bug a bit. I don't know what I'm going to cast on next though, because I have quite a few things that I want to knit and that I want to have, but I don't know what to cast on. I definitely want to knit a pair of baby socks. I was thinking I would knit a bonnet, but I'm not going to knit a baby bonnet, I think, because I just, like I was saying, I kind of have gone through all of our baby clothes and newborn clothes, and we have so many newborn hats and a couple of newborn bonnets. I think it's not necessary. You know, I just think it's not necessary. We have enough already. And she has this beautiful little cardigan. We have like little hats that will match that one, little kind of neutral colored ones, like pink ones, and this kind of undyed wool white color, this kind of cream color. We have a couple of those. So I don't think I'm gonna knit any bonnets, although I had planned on it. I think I'm gonna let it be, and then maybe I'll knit one for the next stage, for when she's for when it's wintertime for her. But yeah, for now, I'm not gonna knit bonnet. There are a couple other little baby sweaters I'd love to cast on, or yeah, just little pieces, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna cast on next. Anyway, I'm going to show you now my sock project. I don't think I shared this last episode, so I'm just going to show you the first completed sock of my Moon River socks. I love this sock. I tried it on a couple of times just for fun because I love seeing how the motif looks on when it's worn, because it kind of, you know, when you see it like this, obviously the lace and cables, it kind of bunches up, and I haven't blocked them or anything. But once it's worn, it just looks so beautiful. It really stretches it out in the most beautiful way. It blocks it out in the most beautiful way when I have been wearing these, and I just absolutely love these socks. Whenever I crave knitting socks, I always reach for this sock lately, but it's been slow going. But yeah, here it is. Here's the completed sock, the first one. I just love wearing it. I can't wait to really be able to wear it. I just keep putting it on as I knit the other one just to see how it looks, because I just love how it looks. So yeah, the second one I've just cast on, and I've been knitting. I just knitted on a car ride. The cuff is about halfway finished. I really like this cuff, the way that I'm knitting it. I think it's just really cute, and I can't wait to continue with this, but I'm not going to chat too much about it because I have not made that much progress. But the yarn is the Soleil colorway from Paper Crane Yarns, and Paper Crane Yarns is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful yarn, gorgeous colorways, all dyed, hand dyed by Ashley, who is a podcaster. She's just so lovely, and she's just a friend of mine here in the virtual knitting world, in the knitting community. And she actually has a brick and mortar yarn store, like a local yarn store. I think in Alabama is where she lives, and I would love to visit her yarn store one day. She just has the most gorgeous yarn and she's just so lovely. So I've really been enjoying knitting with this yarn. It's really special. I feel like those kind of special colorways really, or just yarns, really make a project all the more special. So yeah, that's all I have to share with you knitting wise this week. But I have some more crafting to share with you. If you're only interested in the knitting, then thank you for watching. It was lovely to have you. But I'm going to chat with you also about a sewing project, which I have, a finished object. And oh, I'm so excited to share this with you. I talked briefly about this before. I don't know if I shared I think I did share the pieces. I think I cut out the pieces in the last episode and was sharing with you the kind of fabric and the pattern I was wanting to sew up. And I've now completed the dress. It was a wonderful project. It was such a quick project because there were just a very small amount of pieces, pattern pieces. So it went by really quickly and I'm so thrilled with the result. I'm not going to be able to show it to you super well. Maybe I'll be able to get a picture in this dress to put on the screen. Otherwise, I will post one soon when I do get a picture or a video in this dress. I'll post on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, you can see it there. And on my vlog, of course. But oh, here it is. So this is my dress. This is the Bellbird dress, I think is the name of the pattern. I'll put the right name on the screen so you can see it. And of course in the show notes. Everything is always in the show notes. Everything I mentioned, and the yarn and the fabric and everything. The fabric, I can't really put this in the show notes. I don't know what I would put except for the content, the fiber content, which I will mention. But it's just a beautiful pattern. It's a wrap dress. Like I said, everything is wrap right now for me. It's going to be an amazing piece for my little summer pregnancy and postpartum wardrobe. And I think long after. Right now it fits me kind of, but I don't think it's going to fit me for that much longer, but it will fit me after the baby comes again. And I can picture myself wearing this for many years to come, especially because the wrap style makes it it's so accommodating for, you know, those fluctuations in shape that I'm going through right now and that one maybe goes through in life. You know, it's not like one size really kind of be let out or a little tightened up, a little cinched in. And right now, my waist is pretty high, so I just kind of like lift it up and make the waist there, and it kind of goes a little bit off the shoulder when I wear it right now, which I think is really pretty. And when I don't have a huge belly anymore, it will be kind of like the waist will go where the waist goes, and then I can kind of wear it not off the shoulder, just normal, which is also pretty. But I like the off the shoulder thing. I think it's very lovely and feminine, and yeah, just fun. So I am so pleased with this project. I love it. And maybe I'll wear it soon in a podcast when it's a little bit warmer, because we're still having pretty chilly weather actually, even though it is already June. It's like, right now I think it's like 18 degrees outside Celsius, and the high later on in the week should be 24, which is a little bit warmer, but it's still not like super warm. And this fabric is a linen cotton blend, which is wonderfully breezy and beautiful and breathable and perfect for summer, but also just it would be a little too chilly today for my liking. Yeah, but here it is. This is my pattern. I can't show you the details that well. My dress, I feel a little bit like it's maybe a little funny to just hold it up, but I'll show a picture of how the pattern looks so you can kind of see it this way. And it's really cool because the sleeves are almost like dolman sleeves, like they're all one piece. It's not like a set-in sleeve or anything like that. It's kind of like all one piece with the shoulder and then the body. It's too short to have like any kind of a bat wing look, but it's kind of like that a little bit, which is really lovely, I think, with this fabric, which is kind of structured, and even just you can see the grain of the fabric, which I think is beautiful. It's nice to have a shape which kind of has this interesting organic geometry to it, if that makes sense. I really like the shaping of the dress. I think it's really cool, really unique, and just simple, but very chic. And whenever I wear it, I feel kind of dressed up. I think that has to do with the shape, but I also think that has to do with the fabric choice, which I had mentioned this before, but I got this like for an absolute steal, this fabric. It's beautiful. Like just the texture is beautiful. I love the way it feels. And it's just this linen cotton, which is beautiful. And I just love the grain. I think it looks so beautiful. I put this on and I like when it was sunny a couple weeks ago or a week ago or so when I got quite a bit of wear out of this, and I just wore a straw hat and I had this on. I felt so, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt like it's so cohesive, a little bit like just very summery and natural, which is very chic and very, very cool. So I really love it, and I am surprised at how much I love this color. I didn't think that I would love this color on me. I didn't know if it would suit me. But when I wear it, I really love it. I love the feeling. I feel like it warms up my skin. My skin looks pretty warm when I wear it, and just, it's the perfect low-key natural summer neutral. So I'm really happy with this project, really happy with this dress, and I'm definitely going to be sewing up a couple of more of these Bellbird dresses from this pattern, because I can picture myself getting quite a bit of wear out of them. And I also sewed this a little bit longer. I lengthened the hem. In the pattern, it's kind of short above the knee, and I wanted it more below the knee, like midi dress length, and so I lengthened it a little bit. And the next one I think I'll even lengthen a little bit more, because I like a longer dress, not like a complete like maxi dress length, but kind of like below the knee I prefer. Just for my taste. I think just the style I like generally, and I also think when I have like little children, it's a lot easier to have a longer dress than a shorter dress. I'm very self-conscious if I wear like a short dress and I have like, yeah, my little girl who I'm chasing after, or I'm just very active, and I think a longer dress is really practical because it feels like you have this outfit on, it's really easy to get ready in the morning. You just throw on a dress, but then if it's a little bit longer, it's also not getting in your way. Obviously if it's not super long, because a super long dress would also get in the way, but yeah, I just love this dress, and I love the lengthened hem. I love lengthening the hem a little bit. And yeah, this is my second project, my second real garment sewing project, and I feel like I've already improved a lot as far as my sewing skills go. I still have a long way to go, and any very distinguished, experienced sewist would right away see my little kind of funny handmade beginner pieces corners. But I feel like my seams are straighter, things line up a lot better for me now, and I really started to get the hang of and the flow of what to look at and the details I need to look at. I still have obviously a long way to go. I'm still very much a beginner, but it's so motivating and so cool to see myself already progress with the second project. And I definitely want to keep that going. I just want to do a little bit better each project and make it a little bit more, beautiful, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more efficient, be a little bit more efficient in my process with each project. And I don't know how much or how long I'm really going to sew, but right now I've got sewing fever, and I love it, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. And I have plans for maybe a little tiny handmade late summer, early autumn, handmade kind of capsule wardrobe. And I've kind of really started planning it out, and maybe I'll share that in a video. We'll see. I know that it will be a little bit of accountability for me if I do that. But I already have 2 or 3 pieces, if I count my little hand knit summery top for that kind of capsule. So it's already kind of there, but I would love to sew at least 2 more dresses, if not, another piece or 2 for my kind of postpartum time for the late summer, early autumn. I think thinking of like a little collection of projects, like a little wardrobe, was just really fun for me and really inspiring. So I'm really hoping that I can do that and I can follow through. And so maybe I will share that. Maybe I'll share those plans with you soon. If you're interested in that at all, let me know. I would love to hear that. I know that's not everyone's thing. That's all I have to share with you this week as far as handmade pieces go, whether that be sewing or knitting. I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you're enjoying where you are in the world, wherever you are. If it's springtime, that you're enjoying the spring, late spring. If maybe you're going into kind of autumn, into the other side of the year, those seasons into the winter even coming up. I hope that you're enjoying that change. I love this time of year, and right now there are like so many beautiful flowers in full bloom, and we just love them. And every time we go on a walk, Esmeralda just says, "Oh, look, Mommy, look how beautiful the flowers are, she says. And I love when she says this. I think it's so cute. She says like in this exact, like in that exact phrasing, like, how beautiful are the flowers, Mama? Or look how beautiful the flowers are. And it's so cute. I just think it's adorable to hear her say that and to hear her enjoy looking at them. And we've just had to learn that we can't pick flowers from people's gardens, from their front gardens. That is not okay. We just leave the flowers and admire them. But she just has this desire to pick them. And she sees we like to go to these fields where you kind of like can pick your own flowers, or, you know, you cut your own flowers. And we go together and I always cut them. She can choose which ones to cut and I cut them. But I think she like thinks that all flowers are like up for grabs in the world. So we were trying to learn not to do that, because there's so many beautiful flowers that she sees. It's hard to resist wanting to take them all home, but all the more we can enjoy them as we walk by if we don't just pick them. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to share with you. I hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to chat with you again next time for more knitting and creative chat. It's been so lovely to catch up here on my couch, very relaxed, very low-key, and just with a very pregnant Merryweather knitting. Until next time, I wish you very happy knitting. You can always find me on Instagram as Merryweather Knitting. I'm not the most active person on Instagram, but I go on a few times a week and share and look and get inspired. So I would love to see you there over on Instagram. And you can also, of course, always find me on my blog and website, merryweatherliving.com. You can find me on Ravelry, although I'm also not very active on Ravelry. My Ravelry is gabriellak. There's also a Merryweather Knitting Ravelry group, but I have not been on there. The last few months I've just been not very active on social media, and I'm very okay with that. I like it. But I check in every now and then, and so I would love to see you and what you're working on, and if you would like to connect with me that way, you always can. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.